Hey there, horror fans. Welcome to Sundust Short Horror Stories, where we deliver quick, real-life chills that'll linger long after the lights go out. I'm your host, and tonight's tale is about a kid who loved horror until it moved in next door. Let's get right into the creepy funeral home next door. I was just a 12-year-old kid back then, totally obsessed with horror stuff, Shows like Ghost Adventures, blasting gothic metal bands on my headphones, devouring every scary movie or creepy urban legend. I could find I loved it all. The ghosts, the monsters, the dark vibes. But here's the thing, it was all make-believe to me. Safe fun. Even in real life, I was a total scaredy cat. The slightest real-world creepiness would send me hiding under the covers. And then there was the funeral home next door. It was this massive, ancient Victorian building that had been a funeral parlor for as long as anyone could remember. We're talking way back in the day when they did everything in-house, even their own autopsies right there on the premises. The place loomed over our quiet neighborhood like a shadow, with its faded brick walls, tall narrow windows, and that heavy front door that always seemed to creak even when no one was around. My bedroom window faced a directly perfect view. And that's how I knew they work weird hours. Late into the night, I'd spotlights flickering on in the hallways, shadows moving behind the curtains, figures walking back and forth like they had all the time in the world. But here's what really got me. The workers didn't seem to mind the dark. Most nights, the whole building stayed pitch black. No lights on at all. Who does embalming or whatever in total darkness? It was creepy, morbid, straight out of a nightmare. One night I couldn't sleep. Probably after binge-watching too many paranormal videos, I peeked out my window like I sometimes did, just to fuel my horror obsession from a safe distance. And that's when I saw her. A woman, wandering the halls slowly, aimlessly. And she wasn't wearing a single stitch of clothing. I froze, my heart pounded so hard I thought it would wake my parents. What the hell, this was a place of business, a funeral home. Why would anyone be walking around naked in the middle of the night? It didn't make sense. It was wrong on every level. I pulled the curtains shut and didn't sleep a wink. The next morning I spotted the owner outside, tending to some flowers by the gate. I'd known him for years. He was this quiet older guy who always waved hello and slipped me candy on Halloween. Seemed normal enough. So I marched over trying to act casual and spilled everything. "Hey, Mr. Thompson." I see people moving around in there at night all the time, like really late. And last night there was this lady walking around with no clothes on. That's super weird, right? He stopped what he was doing, his face went pale, and he wouldn't meet my eyes. He stared off toward the building for a long moment, then sighed heavily. "Oh God," he muttered. "Okay, buddy, listen. There's something you need to know about this place, the land here. It's wrong. Cursed, maybe, or sacred in some old way we don't understand. I don't know the full history. But at night after we lock up and leave, the bodies, they get up. They walk around, they always have. That's why everyone clocks out at 5 p.m. sharp and doesn't come back until morning. We don't stick around for it." I just stared at him, my mouth hanging open. "Wait, so all those people I've been seeing moving in the windows, they're dead?" He nodded slowly. "Yes, every one of them." I don't even remember saying goodbye. I bolted home, slammed my door, and hid in my room the rest of the day. My mind raced with images of corpses shuffling through those dark halls, pale skin glowing faintly in the moonlight, going about whatever unfinished business the dead have. By the time night fell again, I couldn't take it. I rummaged through the garage, found the thickest, darkest black sheet I could, and dragged it upstairs. With trembling hands, I nailed it over my window, every side, every corner, sealed it tight, no gaps, no way for even a sliver of that building to peek through. To this day, that sheet's still up there. Or at least it was when I moved out years later. Some horrors are better left unseen. And that's tonight's tale, folks. A short but sharp reminder that the line between fiction and reality can be thinner than a funeral shroud. Thanks so much for listening to this episode of Sundust Short Horror Stories. If these quick chills hit the spot, please subscribe, and turn on notifications so you never miss a new drop. Share your own short horror experiences in the comments. I read them all and might feature yours next. Stay safe out there, and I'll catch you in the next shadow. Good night.